Ray from Ray Studios, and today I'll be ranking my favorite movies, specifically my top 10 favorite movies. Now, a warning, this is my opinion, so just because your favorite movie is not on this list or is lower than you would like it to be, please remember that I am a child and all of the live action movies I barely watch. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not a good movie. Now, with that out the way, let's start with movie number. I know, very basic opinion, but my reasoning for hating this movie is because A, the message, and B, the villain. Like, Disney could have made Gabby Gabby's broken voice box as a metaphor for disabilities, and you shouldn't change your body unless it's a peace of mind to you and nobody else. But Disney decided, nope, and gave us this instead. Fairy Godparents is an amazing example of 2D should stay 2D. All the humans, they're fine, they're okay, but ew, and ew. You're giving me Uncanny Valley vibes. You're giving me Disney's version of Cats right now. It was fine. It didn't really do anything to make me mad, but didn't really do anything to say a lot about it. Everything was fine. One of those movies, no matter how disturbing, no matter how much it makes my soul hurt and frightens me to my very core, I feel this compulsion, this need to watch the movie again and again and again, and read the fan stories, no matter how horrifying, again and again and again. So, 7 out of 10 for Coraline. I love the movie, but I hate what it's done to me. I wasn't really scared of Goosebumps all too much, except for when that doll was around. For the longest time, I've had this fear of dolls that look suspiciously like humans. I always think that there is a human child trapped in that doll. Osmosis Jones, an oldie but a goodie. Osmosis Jones is a blue blood cell who is a cop/detective who has to keep the body his city lives in safe from bad germs. And I'm just very sorry for Jones right now. If your job, your main purpose, is to keep the body you're living in safe and alive, and this is the body you have to take care of, then may God help the blood cells that have to keep you alive. Soul is a great movie with a great message and story, taking things slow, enjoying the little things in life. But I especially love 22. 22 is the best character in Disney history. Her voice, her personality, it just radiates sassy I don't give a care aunt that will give you $100,000 when your parents say no to giving you an allowance. 10 out of 10, love 22. Unlike the live-action movie, Mulan is likable and relatable. In my opinion, to make a good character, they have to at least either be likable or relatable. Let's use Mulan herself as an example. In the beginning of the movie, she's not good at the traditional lady roles, and even when she goes to war, she's not good at the masculine roles. And even when she does all of her training, all of the experience that the other men have, she still isn't this gaslight gatekeeping girl boss like the live action movie tries to portray her to be. You know, making her the exact opposite of relatable. Like, what's wrong with making a woman not instantly perfect at everything they do? That's just life. You're not perfect at everything you do the first try, or even the second try. It takes time and effort. Why is it now a crime to make a woman imperfect in a movie? The reason I love the Toy Story franchise is because they always base their movies on a question. Toy Story 1, what if toys were alive? Toy Story 2, what happens when a child breaks a toy? And finally, Toy Story 3, what happens when a child grows up? But what does Toy Story 4 answer? Nothing. It answers nothing, so that's why Toy Story 4 isn't canon, because they don't answer the big important questions, because there are none left to answer. Now before we get on to what in my opinion is the best movie of all time, let's go down our list of honorable mentions. Ozzy, Up, Snow White, The Prince of Egypt, Markiplier in Space, and Princess and the Frog. And yes, Markiplier in Space does count as a movie. It is literally put in YouTube Original, so it counts as a movie. Now that all that's out of the way, it is time for... Okay, let's get the one bad thing out of the way. I don't think April should have been in this movie. I feel like the only time she's actually useful or helpful in this situation is when she's healing Raph or explaining things. I just feel like if you replaced her with any other woman in the franchise, then it would still work in the movie. Now that that's out of the way, let's start with the good stuff. The animation style, mwah, chef's kiss, love it. It's not too toony, and it's not horrifyingly realistic, and it's just the perfect blend of toony and realistic. It's giving me manga vibes, and I love it. And secondly, the way they handle the story is amazing. In the 2012 TV show, Raph was really salty because Splinter, very rudely, might I add, declared Leo as the leader. But they really took that topic and blended it perfectly within the movie. Raph's mad because he thinks Leo has a superiority complex over him. And, you know, instead of being the calm and level-headed leader this movie tries to portray him as, and tries to talk Red down, and try to assure him that he does not have a superiority complex over him, you know what he goes and does? He goes and indulges that theory, and then says that he's better than Raph, and then immediately gets his brains beaten out by Raph. But I'm sorry, what, sir? What are you better at? Patience, yes, but you just got beaten in Mortal Kombat style by your little brother. Please sit down. The friendship between Raph and Casey in this movie is perfect. I am a sucker for Raph and Casey friendships. It's just so perfect. I wish Wrath of the TMNT did the exact same thing, but whatever, at least I got my 2007 version of these guys. Donnie and Mikey, they're good. They're good, lovable characters. In my opinion, they don't do a lot to make me love them, but they do just enough to make me not dislike them. So, 5 out of 5 for both of them. You did great. And to end off this rant, I appreciate how they answered little kid me's answer to this question. How does Shredder have the money to do all the things that he does? Boom, he's a billionaire by day and a supervillain by night. Thank you, movie. Okay, that's it. That's my favorite movies in my top 10 category. If you want more rants like this, hit the like button. And if you want more rant videos or anything else, I got story time, speed paints, cooking, and much more. So please hit the subscribe button. It's free and you can always take it back. See you later. Bye!